What's up, people?
What up?
Do you think there's people here?
Well, not currently.
Like, do you think they come back?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We have a small number of returning customers.
Returning customers.
Allegedly.
You're brave souls.
Yes.
I must say.
You never know what you're going to get into every single week.
No.
So prior to hitting the record button today, we discussed how we are not going to introduce ourselves this week.
Yeah,
or
I mean, like,
any week to follow.
You know what you're looking at.
Because apparently the cool kids in the big podcasting world who have lots of listeners, not our small little pack that we love so much, so dearly. We are very happy that you come back to listen to us. Apparently they don't do it. And now that I think about it,
there's no need.
No one really.
No, there's a page. It tells you what you're clicking on. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, what if they accidentally stumble across us? You know, and they don't.
They still see the description page.
What? Yeah, maybe what if they didn't read it? I don't know.
We'll back up and read it. That's all I'm saying.
Do you know?
Oh boy.
That we talked in the last episode, I think, about our foreign listeners.
Yeah, we had what? Germany and was there another one?
Well, we have Germany, Great Britain, and Canada now.
Thanks for listening. That's great.
Send us some maple syrup. I love maple syrup.
Send us some maple syrup.
So
I'd like to know what Canada's like right now, though, because I have not heard.
Hold up.
Uh-oh.
We don't know if they listened for like 2.5 seconds.
That's all right. Still counts.
We're
still shouting you out
full time. We don't know. So hopefully,
or maybe they used ExpressVPN and we just don't know where they're coming from.
Maybe.
That was a good plug. You like I just slid that in there? Yes.
That was a very good plug.
That's what I do.
I got to plug us real quick.
Oh, jeez. Come on.
Stop. Where can they find us?
All over the place.
Are you doing Twitter anymore?
Yeah.
Are you actually like doing Twitter?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
periodically.
Instagram and Twitter at Knock and Talk Pod. Gmail is knockandtalkpod@gmail.com. Send us hate emails. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, whatever.
Do it. I just want someone to send us an email. I don't really care what it says, but I would just like to receive an email that isn't this spammy shit that we keep getting
I'll
from all these.
send you one later.
No, I don't want it from you. So email, Twitter, Instagram. Oh, support us. Please support us
at
patreon.com/The Knock and Talk Show. That's our plug of if you don't know what you're listening to, you listen to the Knock and Talk Show. And hopefully they know our names by now.
Yeah.
Hopefully. If they don't, who cares?
And we only take U.S. money.
Yeah. U.S. currency.
I wonder if it converts it. Like if the poor soul from Germany listens and they...
I don't know.
I might be stretching this too far.
Well, I wonder if it's like through PayPal or something like that.
It might be.
I don't know. I haven't paid us through Patreon. I haven't supported us through Patreon.
No.
It's really hard because it's like I don't want to listen. I try really hard to not go on any of the platforms where we post anything and listen to like check to make sure everything's good because I don't want to give us additional listens.
Right. Yeah. Fudge the numbers or anything.
Yeah. I want like what we are getting, the small number that it is.
Right.
I would like it to be authentic and what we're actually receiving, not based on us clicking, trying to make sure things are good. That's why I try to make sure everything is okay on the back end
prior to posting.
Yeah, before posting, check it on the platform we're posting on, through Anchor, and like make sure it's all good there. Which they're awesome. I really like Anchor, and I really hope that they stay around for a while.
It has been a very good platform for us.
They're really quick to respond. So like if we have an issue or something, they get back to me super, super quick. And I know I've said this before, but I really appreciate the help that they've given me with a lot of stuff because I'm an idiot when it comes to most stuff. Pretty much everything when it comes to this, I'm an idiot.
I wonder how big they are. Like, are they a...
Well, I believe they're owned through Spotify.
Oh, really?
I believe. So here's my thing.
Which I'm also another big fan of is Spotify.
I do like Spotify a lot. But how stupid is this? In order for us to be on Apple, I have to pay for us to have an Apple member, like basically I'm paying for us to pay for
like
Apple
the membership.
Music membership. Yeah, all that now. So I have a Spotify and an Apple now. But I only have the Spotify so I can listen to Rogan.
Well, see, we started with Apple.
Right.
Like that was our go-to. Right. And then obviously when Rogan switched to Spotify exclusive, I
Right.
jumped immediately.
Well, there's a few other larger podcasters out there who have switched to Spotify as well.
Exclusively?
Yes.
Really?
Which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
yeah.
obviously Spotify is doing a smart thing.
Spotify's cool because you can get the video,
Uh-huh.
the audio, and it's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
You're finding all the same things on both platforms. I'm just
Right.
personally, I'm not going to pay for both.
Well, no, and I didn't want to pay
You know.
for Apple as well, but
Yeah.
it was like, we are going to be on Apple.
That was-
It's like, whatever.
Yes, the do or die, yeah.
But no, but Anchor's so awesome. And here's my thing with it is that right now it's free for us to use Anchor as our platform to post like all our episodes, and then they disseminate it to all the different podcasting platforms that are out there.
Which, where are we now?
We are on like every single podcasting platform you can get. And so that's the other thing too, is that I don't see all the analytics from like iHeartRadio. I think I might see like Breaker, but there's like Pocket Cast and Breaker and TuneIn and
Oh,
all
wow.
sorts of different ones that I had to physically like go in myself
And
to
pull those.
Amazon Music. We're on Amazon Music. Like I've gone through and tried to find all the podcasting platforms that are out there. And it's not me that came up with this idea. It was actually a friend of mine who she messaged me on Facebook and was like, hey, I think she works for like some podcasting company. Like she
Oh, wow.
writes like the description of the episodes, maybe I could be
Okay.
wrong, but she does something for podcasting.
Right.
And she was like, hey, go here and like post all your episodes to these different platforms. And I was like, son of a gun, like each episode, am I gonna have to like go and
Each
upload
individual
every
time, yeah.
but it automatically, the RSS feed that our podcast is like through,
Right.
it uploads it every time. The only thing I have to do every single time, which has turned into the biggest pain in the ass, is YouTube. And so now, as we're recording this, we just uploaded episode 9 and episode 10 to YouTube. But you know as well as I do that this whole external hard drive thing has been a debacle.
Right.
Because to install this external hard drive, I need to restart my computer, but I haven't been able to save those video files because they've been too big. So I've had to delete shit off my computer. Now I had to upload them without editing them, like putting any fancy stuff to
craziness.
them. So I had to upload them as is. So you get what you get. Don't be bitching. And then now that once I can delete those off my computer, have enough space to download the program for this external hard drive, then I can start actually
Right.
editing those YouTube videos. That's the plan.
This has been,
A learning process.
yeah, but we were like, let's have a stress-free hobby. And well, that really bit us in the ass when
It's
you.
not stressful. It's
No,
just
it's just been
irritating.
one, and it's a huge learning curve. I
Yeah.
mean, there is,
Yeah.
but overall, I will say, now you have done all of that on your own, so
Thank
I
you for
give you
giving
a
me the
lot of
credit.
credit for that.
Thank you.
And I know parts of it have been frustrating, but it's not super overwhelming. I don't feel like, you know what I mean?
No. It's not taxing things. Like it just
Yeah.
gets irritating because it's like my poor computer. I mean, I love my MacBook Pro. I love it. I mean,
Yeah.
it was like the best gift you ever gave me. But this poor thing, like sometimes it gets running so hardcore that you can hear it
Yeah,
running.
it's
Like it's
struggling, yeah.
working so hard. And I mean, my computer's quick. I mean, it does a lot, but I can only hold so much. And like I said before, all my school stuff that's on here, I finally just zipped it into a smaller file, but I need to make sure that everything is still in there because I don't want to delete any of that because all that stuff is still important to
What's
me.
zipping it? Like, what is?
Apparently condensing it makes the file smaller, which would create more space on my computer, allegedly. So I don't know.
Where are you at space-wise? Are you like close to being
Pretty much
tapped
full.
out?
Yeah.
hence
so-
the external hard drive?
Yeah, so full that I couldn't even save the videos. Like
Yeah, they were just every time you open up your computer,
they're just sitting
our
there.
ugly
They're
mugs
just
were there.
they're just sitting there because I couldn't do anything and I couldn't restart my computer, and my computer needs shut down and restarted badly because you need to restart your computer every
Right.
once in a while. Shout out to the individual we work with that gives it. He has a name, but they'll turn it off, turn it back on. Oh, you know who he is.
He knows. Yes.
But yeah, I mean, I haven't been able to restart my computer. So now that they're both finally up there after trying to upload them, I don't know, like 20 times. I'm not exaggerating. They're both up there.
Yeah, what the hell was the deal? And then all of a sudden it was just like, okay, we'll take it.
So
like, it's
YouTube, apparently you can upload your first video, I guess. Ours was 2.5 hours because that was the one with Sarah and Kevin.
Okay.
And then any video after that, which I was not informed on, you can't upload anything above 15 minutes until you verify your account. Okay, well, I don't mind verifying my account, but I wish you would have told me, or I would have realized.
What's the verification process?
They sent me a text message and I entered a code. And so then I had to.
Real high tech shit.
Yeah, I did this, verified the account, reloaded the page, and then that's when the episode 10 popped up immediately, and you were like, oh, fuck it. It uploaded.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, son of a god. Like, I've been doing this for like 2 weeks now, trying to get this to, work. So it's just been a pain in the butt. Like,
yeah. More learning.
And I think what's irritating to me, though, is that I'm such a perfectionist, shocker, that.
Which is why you found me. I mean,
correct.
That was
you are
perfect.
The epitome of perfection.
Right.
But I'm I'm such a
We'll try that again without you laughing.
I'm
Maybe
laughing
next
at myself.
episode.
It's the beer I'm drinking.
Oh, okay.
Which actually, sidebar, this is another shout out to a person we work with. I'm drinking the Rheingeist Bubbles. So this is for our, well, he's no longer our boss anymore because he left us for another shift, but whatever.
You have it.
But he is obsessed with the Rheingeist Bubbles. I'm not drunk yet, so I'm slurring my words.
It's not a fruit beer, right?
He says it's a fruit beer. It's not a sour. It's a ale, a rosé ale.
Rosé, right? Yeah.
So I think it's like a fruited.
Yeah. I mean, it tastes like a
whatever.
fruit beer,
It's really
so
good.
whatever.
So yeah, I'm drinking this for him.
There
All
you go.
6%er of it that it is.
Pour some out for your homies.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh, but I'm such a perfectionist that putting these videos up without like any additional stuff.
Yeah.
Which it's your fault, but you've got me hooked on YouTube videos. So thank you. But I watch all these other people that I enjoy watching, and they do some pretty fancy editing stuff that I will not be able to do. I'm just looking for some basic shit here.
Yeah.
And I feel really dumb putting these like plain ass.
Don't hate me for hooking you up on YouTube.
I am
Do you
obsessed.
realize if I needed to like conduct brain surgery on you, I could watch a YouTube video
my
and then turn
God,
around and
please
do
don't
it?
say
Like
that.
you can find anything
You can.
on YouTube.
You can. But
Anything.
I'm obsessed. I can't help it. It's like video after video after video. It gets me through my workouts.
There you go.
But I'm obsessed with the anti-MLM videos. Shout out to Chelsea Suarez.
But aren't they kind of like an MLM in themselves though?
What?
Anti-MLM videos?
No.
No. Okay.
She's
I was
talking
just-
about she's talking
You
about
got
the
no.
she's talking about the pyramid schemes in those videos and how harmful they are to the individuals who are involved in them. And she talks about the pretty much how all the people at the top make all the money.
Some of the few things that you've told me about it is
It's crazy.
yeah.
It's crazy. And there's a lot of them that are very prominent right now. And there's a lot too that I didn't know were MLM is multi-level marketing, but I didn't know was multi-level marketing. And then the other thing that I just realized, because the more research I do, because once I start deep diving on something, I can't help myself.
It's going to go out of control.
It gets a little obsessive, but I'll talk about Herbalife. Sorry if anyone listening is in Herbalife, you're probably gonna turn this off now because you're like, fuck you.
I don't wanna hear it.
I can't. Herbalife is the best. That stuff probably makes you poop your pants. I don't know. It's like shakes and like nutrition
Supplement type
supplement stuff. So the thing with Herbalife is
Is that how you're technically supposed to say
Herbalife is I don't know if it's like recently that they started doing this, but I've just become aware of it recently. So if I've only become aware of it recently, then it's probably only recent.
Obviously.
Is that they have these pop-up or not pop-up shops, but they have these nutrition like storefronts in like plazas, but they won't be named by like Herbalife won't be in their name, and Herbalife won't be branded on it, and there won't be Herbalife in the name on the front of the store, but
Right.
it'll be like Columbus Nutrition. I'm just coming up with a random Ohio city. Columbus Nutrition will be what it's called, or I'm trying to think like one of the ones that she's given an example. They're all over the country. I know a few. Well, I know at least one in our
Right.
city where we work, where
Yeah.
I was like, is this one? And I went on their website and I'm like, no, it is.
So Herbalife
So they do like,
runs the business.
well,
or is
so
it like
the
a
person that owns
franchise
it,
type thing?
so it's not like a franchise though, because this person bought into, like they had to buy products into Herbalife, and they buy products and then they sell them to people. But the way you make money in multi-level marketing schemes is by recruiting, not by selling product. Is by recruiting others
More
to
people.
join the multi-level marketing scheme. Or it's the pyramid scheme, but join the multi-level marketing,
Right.
like to join Herbalife, to join Monat. If you're using Monat on your hair right now, stop what you're doing and go buy some Joico or something,
Joico.
because your hair is going to fall out. I
Yeah,
swear
that
to
was
God.
a big lawsuit that they had, wasn't
your
it?
hair will fall out. And that's another horrible one. And I feel really bad. Like,
Is this lawsuit still open
I
and
don't know if
pending,
it's,
or what's?
I don't know if it like if it's finished or whatever it
Right.
was. And I think the sad thing is that like the branding and the packaging and the way that they sell stuff, like for Monat, like going to them, you know, they sell it like it's really good product. Like it, when it first came out, I remember talking with one of the girls that we work with, and I was like, do we need to like try this shit?
Is
like
it good? Well, it's supposed to be like
yeah,
really
like it
good
sounded
stuff.
really good, and I was like, do we like need to try this? Like, do I need to buy some of this? And then once I realized what it was, and like that it was a multi-level marketing, and I'm like, okay. And when it comes to multi-level marketing, like Monat shampoo and conditioner is super expensive.
Really?
Like, that's not cheap shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's super expensive. These people are paying a lot of money to buy the products. And if you buy into Monat, I believe the starter package is like $200. That's a lot of money
Really?
to start into a business for like your starter
Right.
kit or whatever. And like the selling point for multi-level marketing is like time freedom. You can work from anywhere, whatever. But and this is I'm bumping my mic. I'm getting all spicy and everything. But the girls who do multi-level marketing, I'm not trying to knock them or be mean to them, because
Right.
it's usually women that are involved in it. But,
Yeah.
but the people who are involved in it, they are hustlers. Like
Right.
they are busting their ass trying to recruit and trying to sell. And then the other thing I want to say is that most of the people that are involved in it, unless they're at the tippy top, have no idea how harmful they're being to other people. Like they don't realize all the stuff. You have to be on the outside looking in to realize how harmful a lot of the things involved with multi-level marketing are. To realize, you know, all that. But when you're in it, you know, you think that you're doing good. Like you think that you're promoting a really good product and you're doing whatever and you're recruiting other people to join in. But it's like 97% of people don't make a profit in multi-level
Really?
marketing. Yeah. It's something ridiculous.
So you just lose money.
Yeah.
Like you don't even.
Or like you break even. Like you buy the products and you might sell those products and you just break even with where you're at. It's very few people who actually make money in it. And those who make money, it's not by selling product, it's by recruiting people.
Right.
So going back to the Herbalife though, the way you can tell it's an Herbalife store is that, and I'm not trying to take money out of people's pockets.
Right.
Like I know people are trying to make a living, whatever, but this shit is not good for you.
Yeah.
Like it is not. Go buy some protein from Vitamin Shop or GNC or something and make your own smoothie. Like, you know, you can make it yourself. Throw
Yeah.
some spinach in there, make it healthy, you know? And, but the Herbalife, when you go like on their website, usually it's like an Instagram page they'll have or like a Facebook page or something. And you can identify them by these super bright colored teas and then shakes. And now all of a sudden they sell donuts, like protein donuts and protein pancakes. And when I look at them, I'm like,
Really?
that's not a fucking donut. Like that is like a muffin made out of protein. And look, I used to make protein waffles and protein pancakes and everything.
Protein.
Everything was protein. Like that's all I ever made when I was doing like those different programs, like the 6-week program, 8-week program, all that shit. So I'm not trying to be critical or like mean, about this, but they're selling a product to you that like it cannot be good for you.
Yeah.
And these teas have a lot of caffeine in them that's not good either. Like you shouldn't consume that much caffeine.
You should not legally be allowed to put anything confusing in the title of donut. Let's be honest.
Yeah, it should just be a real donut.
That's false advertising.
Yeah.
And it should not happen.
But
I
I
want
think
sugar.
You want the real thing.
And yes.
Glaze.
I mean,
Yeah. You want Krispy Kremes. What you want?
Yes. Give me a fucking protein donut.
But it's just kind of crazy. And then you don't realize a lot of them that are out there, but there's a ton.
Yeah.
And then once I started watching these videos, I started going, oh, that's a multi-level marketing. That's a pyramid scheme. And then I used to get these messages on like my Facebook and stuff over the years, which let me backtrack. I would get these messages that would be from people that I hadn't talked to in years.
Right.
And let me say this, at 30 years old, which is old AF, it is really hard to make friends. Like that's not a pity part. Like,
right.
It's not like when you're in high school or college, like where you're with a lot of people.
Yeah. People's lives are taken off. They're changing. There's families involved.
Yeah. You have a lot of things going on. So it's not like you're making new friends on a regular basis. Like most people are friends with like their coworkers or, you know, people, or have friends from high school or college or whatever. I mean, that's the reality of it. People have lives. So it's hard to make new friends or whatever. Anyways, so I would get these messages on Facebook and it would be someone from like years ago, someone I haven't talked to in forever. And it would be like, hey girl, how's it going? And I'd be like, this is weird, but oh, whatever. I'm gonna, sure. I mean, what do I have to lose?
Yeah.
Like, I'll, strike up a conversation. And they'd be like, oh, that's so cool. Like, really love all your photos. Really like what you're doing. Blah blah blah. And I'm thinking like, what do you like about my photos? All I post is like dog photos and cat photos.
Right.
Like I don't. This is
you're already busted.
This is getting really weird.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Or really terrible selfies because I not a very good selfie taker.
Right.
And then the conversation would change and they'd be like, hey girl, so I have this opportunity for you if you would be interested.
You can make a lot
it's
of money.
Changed my life and you have the opportunity to make a lot of money. And I'd be like, okay, really? Like, did we have to go down this road? Like, come on, really? Come on. I just wanted to be your friend. Come on.
I just want to be your friend.
And then you usually, the ones that I get now, only because I'm a little sneaky person, like I am, and like to follow some of these bigwig
private eyes on the case.
Yeah. I like following some of these girls like in the multi-level marketing that I don't know who they are, but like they're bigger into it, whatever. So I'll follow them. So I get these messages. They love to send voice messages like on Instagram. Like they record. That is like, if you get a voice message from someone on Instagram, it is most likely a girl from multi-level marketing.
Why do you what's the push behind?
It's easier than like texting out a mess, typing out a message.
They just save it and just mass send it probably.
They were kind of personal to me
because
really? Like some of them, like I'd message them and I was kind of like fishing a little bit, but I was like, I'd respond to a story and they'd be like, let me know if you're interested in products. I was like, oh yeah, sure.
Super interesting.
And so I get these voice messages where it'd be like, hey girl. It always starts with hey girl. I like try really hard to not say hey girl anymore because it's like ruined for me.
Right.
But it's always like, hey girl, saw you respond to my story. I'm so glad that you're interested in my products. They are life changing. They will make you lose so much weight. I'm just so excited to get you started and get you signed up. We need to get you going. There's this package and this package and this package, but I recommend this package and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing?
So what is the point that like if selling the product is not where the money's at?
It's recruiting. So when you recruit,
But selling the product is still making money for the people up top.
if it's labeled a pyramid scheme, if it is solely based on recruiting. So they have to sell a product in order for it to be masked to not look like a pyramid scheme.
Gotcha.
Okay, so like the selling the product helps them not get in trouble. There's a lot of them going through different like laws. I think Monat is going, like a lot of people are reporting Monat distributors to the Florida Attorney General, because that's that Chelsea Suarez girl I've watched on YouTube. She really promotes like people reporting these girls.
Is she a Floridian or why is?
Yeah, she lives in
So
Florida.
that's why a lot of it's getting reported
she
in Florida.
works with like the Florida Attorney General. She works with this girl, or like has spoken with this woman and is like trying to get these girls, like pretty much get Monat, not get the girls in trouble, but
Right.
get the company shut down.
Just,
so it's not.
just stop, because all you're doing is screwing people over. is what
Yeah.
you're-
So the way that the recruiting is that once you recruit people, like you get a percentage of their sales, and then if they recruit other people, you're always getting a percentage of other people. And so eventually you run out of enough people, you saturate the market is
Right.
what it is. And that's why if you get into a multi-level marketing business at the beginning, you are going to be a millionaire. Like you're going to be so rich. But if you think about like the ethics of it, it's so unethical, because you're feeding off of other people who are losing a lot of money,
Right.
you know, and
Yeah.
going through a lot of hardship trying to just get by with this, you know, and they target a lot of like military wives, a lot of women who have a hard time being
More
able to
stay at home or
stay at home moms, but they have like what do you think about like a military wife? And I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, a lot of these wives, like they're traveling with their husbands. Like I could only imagine how hard it is to be able to have a steady
right.
job,
Yeah.
because you're kind of at the whim of where your husband's getting, you know, posted wherever he's transferred to. And so to me, you know, someone selling me this, you know, you can work from anywhere dream and make a ton of money. Hell yeah, it's going to suck you in. Like if I feel bad. Like these videos are funny and like she makes humor out of them, but they really are sad.
Yeah.
And I do find humor in a lot of them, but they are sad.
Have you ever bought into an MLM?
I've bought products from an MLM before. There's a lot of them out there.
Yeah.
LuLaRoe is one of the worst MLMs out there. I'm sure you've never heard of it because you're a guy, but
Yeah.
they Google LuLaRoe. You can see how terrible their leggings are.